Welcome guys, David here with another Btekt. The race for 5G between the US and China is on, and the stakes are high. Much higher than what you might think. 5G is set to take over pretty much everything, and whole cities will become dependent on it. The first 5G handsets have just gone on sale, and they promise to give you much faster network speeds than your home broadband. There are 5 devices available in the UK at the moment that are capable of 5G connections, and they are the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G, the OnePlus 7 Pro 5G, the Oppo Reno 5G, the LG ThinQ V50, and the Xiaomi Mi Mix 3 5G. But there is one manufacturer that should have a 5G handset available for us to buy right now, and that of course is Huawei. Their handset lineup has been postponed for now, as providers cannot guarantee that these handsets will receive updates or even be able to access Google services. So what's this really all about then? Well, a simple question that has a simple answer: money. But before we go on, I want to say a big thank you to Direct Mobiles. They have over 24 years of award-winning customer service, and their site helps you to compare all of the different networks and prices so you can find the best possible deal. If you're looking for a 5G phone, then it's a place that you can compare all of the available deals at the moment in one place. Their link is in the video description below, or just search directmobiles.co.uk. When it came to the 4G rollout, the US won that particular race to bring the technology to market, and the US economy benefited to the tune of $100 billion. Now this is an incredible boost to any country, and it stands to reason that similar rewards are on offer for whoever can come first with 5G. But the experts have estimated that the value of 5G to whoever can bring it to the market first is way more than that. 3 million jobs will be created in the US if they win the 5G race, and up to $500 billion could be added to the US economy. But this is more than just about money, believe it or not. This is about control of the future. Soon entire cities will be connected by 5G. 5G is such a powerful technology that whoever controls it will have access to everything that everybody is doing online. And the fear from the US is that if China have access to the 5G infrastructure, they could potentially do a lot of damage to connected cities, including cutting 5G off altogether. At the moment, with Huawei being the world leaders in 5G technology, and as they say, up to 2 or 3 years in front of everybody else, it's fair to say that the Chinese are winning this race. Which is why we've seen President Trump take this drastic and seemingly unfair move against a single company. When you understand what's at stake, then you can start to understand why the US are being so harsh. This move is designed to slow Chinese progress and allow the American companies to catch up. But is it going to be enough? The US rollout of 5G is well underway. It was first switched on in Chicago and Minneapolis in April, and the carrier Sprint has 5G available in 4 cities at the moment. AT&T on the other hand, well, you kind of get the impression that they was hoping to get Huawei 5G equipment for their network, as they recently have changed the 4G icon on their iPhone and iPad devices to a 5G one, even though the devices are still running on 4G and are not even 5G capable. But they've still gone ahead and put a 5G E logo on there, saying that the E stands for evolution, which is one of the most ridiculous things that I've ever seen. But as for real American 5G equipment, it will be hard to try to sell this technology to the rest of the world, as China, or more specifically Huawei, can provide better equipment at a much cheaper price. Which is why President Trump has been putting so much pressure on countries to follow their lead and also ban Huawei equipment. Last month, US officials warned the UK that adopting Huawei 5G technology will risk affecting collaborations with their intelligence network. They say that if the UK or if any other Western country were to use such an untrusted vendor, they would have to reassess the ability for them to share information and to be interconnected.
Look, we have met the enemy, and it is Huawei, and it is China. Make no doubt about that. You know, right now, Lou, Huawei, through access to unlimited capital from the Chinese government, the communist government, all of this technology, guess what? It's built in for cyber spying, for cyber espionage, because that's what the Chinese do.
Yeah, I know Fox News is the worst, but I wanted to play this clip to show you the kind of language that's being used by, let's face it, both sides. The US are playing dirty, but this is a dirty game and there's a lot at stake. President Trump knows how powerful the 5G technology will ultimately become. It's a really interesting drama, but at the same time, it's really depressing. I had hoped that this would be over pretty soon, with both sides coming to some kind of agreement. But when you realise what's really going on here, I think things could get pretty ugly. as well as China recently applying for new regulations on the cybersecurity rules, affecting US companies that want to operate there. They have also announced that they're preparing their own list of unreliable entities in a direct response to the placement of Huawei on the US government entity list. They say that this includes firms that break the spirit of contracts, violate market rules, block supplies to companies for non-commercial reasons, and otherwise harm legitimate rights and interests. This may have a serious impact on the development of technologies. It's really not clear right now. China do rely heavily on American firms, so this move may prove to be just as unpopular for the Chinese business community as it is for the US. So whose side are you on here? Although America may seem to be the aggressors, and President Trump being, well, President Trump doesn't help, but what else can they do? China are way ahead of the game, and that's mainly thanks to Huawei. And Huawei have been known to leave backdoors into their equipment. We are set to become properly dependent on 5G. Could Huawei really be trusted not to hand over control of the networks to the government? What about in a time of crisis? At the end of the day, Huawei would have to do what the Chinese government want, and they do not have the greatest record of playing fair. As usual, I would love to know what you guys think in the comments below. It's a really strange time, but hopefully it won't last so long, especially as SpaceX has just launched the first 60 satellites for the new Starlink worldwide internet system. Over the next few years, they will continue to launch more and more satellites to create a global network of thousands in low Earth orbit that will provide high-speed internet wherever you are on the planet. And countries won't be able to control what data comes in and out of their borders. The Starlink satellite launch is really a significant event. I'll be doing a full video about it very soon, so if you want to know more about that, then make sure that you hit the subscribe button, double tap notifications and smash the like button. I've got lots more tech reviews and comparisons on the way. If you're on social media, then follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. It's at Btekt. Or you can add me on Snapchat at david.btekt. Thanks for watching. My name's David, and this is Btekt.